Hi guys, and welcome to another exciting unit of study in this distance learning program, or perhaps we're back to regular education and we're doing a sort of flipped lesson where I turn you guys loose. This is a great short story called The Lady or the Tiger by Frank R. Stockton. And this is Mr. Kraus, by the way. I'm an English teacher at Downey High School. We are moving into a fun short story with a terrific question. There's a little bit of suspense, drama, love, and of course you've got this ominous king, or is he really that ominous, lurking in the background to drive the story. The key word or key literary term that we'll be focusing on is ambiguity. If something is ambiguous, it means we're not quite sure which way it's going to go. For The Lady and the Tiger, to get you guys started, here's the text. There's a link to the audio that's great. I got to update that audio here in a second. I'll show you. So we'll get started with vocabulary, of course. And I want to show you a cool trick with vocab. If you learn nothing in this distance learning with Mr. Kraus, learn this. You hit Control F, and it brings up a find box or a find text box. And the first word is untrammeled. And if you notice, I just have to start typing and it pops right up. So rather than retype this entire sentence, just copy it. I did Control F, and then now I highlighted the sentence. I'm going to hit Control C. I'm going to go to my Google Doc. I'm going to hit Control V. And look, there it is. Now, we need to do some formatting, and I really appreciate it. Those of you that throw me a little highlight on your formatting. Get some quote marks, parentheses, the author's last name plus page number, and this came from 1. So there you go, with a 1 period at the very end. So you guys can do me a favor and throw a little quick highlight on there. Hopefully you can see my cursor is highlighted. So the first step or first activity is obviously some vocab and a quick write. When you're doing this vocabulary section, please take care of citing an Emily format. And then we can go to Google. We can type in define and type in untrammeled and see what the definition is. It's an adjective not deprived of freedom, okay, of action or expression, not restricted or hampered. What does it mean to not be restricted? It probably to me means to be free or no restrictions. You know, not grounded. How about that? That might sound like something you guys should be familiar with, but not too familiar with. My teenage years were untrammeled as I was free to move about without curfews and restrictions. So there you go, guys. I'll leave this example in the doc for you. Try to highlight things to help me know that you're doing them. We don't need giant font. We're all young people here. And if your grandparents are going to read it, tell them to zoom in. So that's kind of how this goes for the vocab. We talked about Control F. We talked about Control C to copy, and then we talked about Control V to paste the text. I love it when your definitions are in your own words. It's not required, but I would encourage it to get something out of this. And the last trick I want to show you for reading The Lady and the Tiger is this audio is cool, and you won't be able to hear it with this free recording software, is you can click on, let me skip this ad and show you. You can click on the settings and change the playback speed. I think 1.5 tends to be too fast, but you're more than welcome to it. But 1.25 is great. 1.25 works for just about everything. And if you're doing something 25% faster, what takes this is an 18-minute video. If it's 25% faster, right, 8, 6, you're roughly shaving 4.5 minutes off for your time here. So that's great. It's good audio. It's well read. Good short story. Hope you enjoy the end. Oh, it's one of those that messes with you. So you got some vocab to do and a short story to read, and there'll be a little bit of activities to follow up, and we'll be done with a terrific short story called The Lady or the Tiger by Frank R. Stockton. Good luck, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.